Today I'll cover the 15-year anniversary, new rewards, honor token, leaks, and a lot more. So first up, you may have noticed new missions are live at the moment, and it's for the Gacha Capsule Showcase event thing. There's 5 missions in total, and the rewards are 600 blue essence, an emote, a mystery ward, and a hex tech key. Now personally I'm not actually upset because I didn't really expect anything at all, so I'll take anything Riot gives at this point, but people over on Reddit are already annoyed at this because we have got chests in the past. Next up, you may or may not be aware, but the EMEA finals are going on at the moment, and there's one more day left where you can earn some Hextech chests. Last weekend they actually dropped a lot of chests, and quite a few people even got multiple of these. Now drops haven't really been that good lately, apart from these random days where they are good and you can get some Hextech chests. So I highly recommend tuning into the EMEA, which will start in a few hours from now, and also the LEC finals, which are on this weekend as well. So if there's any time to try and get some drops or good rewards, this is the weekend to do it. Make sure you double check the time in your time zone on lowesports.com. However, the EU Masters does start in a couple of hours from now, and it's the final game, which is a best of 5 series, so there's a good opportunity to get these chests. And because not many people know about and watch the EU Masters, your odds are better at getting a chest watching these than any of the major regions. Apparently last week there were only about 8,000 people logged in and eligible to get a chest, and they would drop anywhere from 1,000 to 2,000 each time, and they dropped 8 chests over the entire weekend, so today there could be 3 or 4 drops. But yeah, like I said, and some people have also pointed this out on Reddit, that drops have been terrible this year. I don't know what's happened, but they seem to have reduced the drop rate for even just capsules. So after this weekend there's probably going to be nothing until Worlds later on this year, so give it a go. You can leave the streams open AFK, you don't actually have to watch them. And speaking of esports, Dulex Gameplays has data mined some esport emotes, so these will be free and most likely in some new capsules, probably for Worlds, and there's already some controversy about these. So it looks like Riot have been getting really lazy because the Briar and Kazakhs emote are basically flipped images of previous emotes that they have. If you do squint and look closely, you can see some minor differences, but they basically look like a mirror image of the previous emotes. And speaking of emote drama, there's a new one going on at the moment with the Kasante Copium meme emote. Riot decided to name this Let Me Breathe, and people are already posting about how this emote is possibly an unintentional reference to George Floyd in America, so this might get changed, or at least the name might get changed, but people are annoyed at this as well. Now moving on to some news about the 15-year anniversary for League of Legends. So recently Riot did announce that this will be happening in October, and it'll span over a few days where they'll be telling community stories and giving away free rewards via in-game missions. And Riot Meddler confirmed on Reddit that it'll mainly just be celebrating LoL and its community. There won't be any big reveals. There'll be some rewards and some light stuff to engage with, and a bit of reminiscing and general discussion, but there won't be any big reveals or wider Riot news. So basically what he's saying is the 15-year anniversary is going to be a bunch of rewards, and that's probably it. And if it's anything like the 10-year anniversary, we might be getting a lot of good rewards. It's possible we could get some free skins, maybe even some mythic essence, and a bunch of chests and orange essence and things like that. So with Worlds happening around the same time, October is looking like a really good month to log in and get some extra rewards. And speaking of rewards, in this week's patch notes, Riot announced that they have fixed back-end work related to grant summoner level rewards, and they've added a special prize for our most dedicated players. Now I've looked around everywhere and I can't seem to find what the special prize is, and as far as I know, nothing exclusive or new has been data mined, so maybe it's an old reward or a reward that we already get but in large amounts. So it could be chests or it could just be a lot of champion shards, but I have no idea what level you have to be to even get this as well. Next up, this week's skin sale has a legendary skin going on sale for one time only, and this time it's for Porcelain Protector Aurelian Soul. So if you were waiting for the skin or hoping to get it, this is the only week that it'll cost 1350 RP in the store, and it won't go on sale again. They've also got Toy Terror Cho'Gath on sale this week, which I think is a really good skin, so you could pick that up at a cheaper price this week too. Next up, a couple people asked about your shop, and because the last one only just finished, then it will be a little while away, and based on previous years, it'll probably go live in October sometime, probably at the start of October. So there's still about a month until the next Your Shop. Moving on, Riot have also made some more announcements about the upcoming prestige list, and Swain will be getting a prestige skin that'll cost mythic essence, and Caitlyn will be getting one which will cost event tokens. And on top of this, Riot have also announced some more legendaries for this year. There'll be legendary skins for Vi, Victor and Silas still to come. Next up, someone asked Riot on Reddit if there's any info info about the Honor 5 tokens because we haven't had many updates and most people who have the tokens can't redeem any more things with them. And the writer responded saying, I can't give you any specific update today unfortunately, but I can tell you this problem is on our radar and solutions are being discussed. So nothing clear or no clear timeline, but they are looking at it at the moment. And this was in response to Riot's recent announcement about being able to honor enemies again. So you were able to honor opponents many years ago and then they removed it. It should also be noted that this time there won't be any categories, so you can't designate a bad player. So it's a little different this time. Next up, we do have a little bit of info about the next dev update. SpiderX asked if there would be any updates on the integration of True Skill 2 to League's matchmaking, and Riot Meddler responded, we'll be talking about our matchmaking thinking and plans in the next dev update. And somebody else asked if they're gonna do anything about Smurfs ruining ranks at every level of play. And Riot Meddler responds to this saying that it is one of their bigger issues at the moment, and they'll talk more about this in the next dev update alongside the matchmaking stuff. And this dev update is about a month or so away. Now Riot finally addressed, which is becoming a bit of a meme at the moment, where Riot Pupilazers said that League in 2025 would change forever. And a lot of people actually thought this meant that League of Legends 2 was being announced or that it was going to happen. Well, Riot Meddler responded saying, we've got some cool stuff coming in 2025 and we'll share more about it later this year. Having said that, I think change League forever is a bit of an oversell though. I'm really glad Riot Pupilazers is super excited about things being worked on. We're not redefining what LoL means, upgrading everything at once or anything at that sort of level though. So I had a feeling this was the case. I'm not really surprised or disappointed, but I think a lot of people will be annoyed at this because it was overhyped and people genuinely thought there was going to be a League of Legends 2. Unfortunately, that's not the case. Now moving on to some leaks, so this is a spoiler warning if you don't want to know about any of these leaks. It's nothing too crazy, but I thought I'd give you a heads up. But recently, Big Bad Bear has revealed that Fright Night is coming back soon. So this is good news for people who were a fan of these skins. I thought they were really good, especially the Trundle one, so it's good to see that they are coming back probably around Halloween time. I think a lot of people did like these, so it's good that they're coming back, and that's basically the latest leaks at the moment. Thanks for watching, see you next time.